Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the Town Board meeting of September 10th, 2024 to order. Please rise and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember those who served our country in the past and for those who continue to protect our country today. Thank you. Please note that the emergency exits are the door you came in and the doors at the end of the hall and the doors behind you. Going over the agenda quickly, we will be taking a look at the expense of highway monies for 2024, the rescheduling the town board meetings through November, approving the budget revisions of 2024-8, approving entertainment and rentals for Fall Community Day, looking at the submissions of Justice Court Assistance Program, the 2024 Fall Cleanup Day RFP, the application number 3 for New Vista Design General Contractors, and the payment of claims. At this time, I'd like to call up Danny Plastini, the Recreation Director, for her comments and presentation.
Hi, everyone. I can't move my computer, so I'm going to sit here instead of going up to the podium. Sorry about that. We had a great summer at the rec this year. It was awesome. We had a pretty decent weather most days. We didn't really have to close the beach at all for weather or any. Last year we had some incidents with some fungi in the water, and we did not have any issues this year, so it was a great summer. We had 347 campers over our 4 two-week sessions, 42 leaderships and training campers, which are kids that are going into this is their summer that they're going into high school, so they're 9th and 10th graders. 3 full sessions of free swim lessons to our 1st and 2nd graders, and 1/2 session of swim lessons. Camp started a little late this year due to the school calendar going until the end of June this year. So we started July 1st and we went a little later than normal, but thankfully we had enough staff to have a full session, the 4th session at the last week in August. It was great. We have 34 staff members. A great note that I wanted to make to everybody, which I'm really super proud of for our camp program, is we had 34 staff members. Out of the 34 staff members, we had 23 of them who came through our camp LIT program. And we have, like I said, the amount we had this year, we have about 11 or 12 of them that will be eligible to be working next year in camp. So that's an awesome statistic, and I'm really proud of our camp for doing such a great job. I did want to read a couple of quick notes that I received from parents regarding the camp program. This is from Patty Morris. She's a seasonal renter in Beekman for the summer. She brings her daughter up here who loves our summer camp. Apache had a wonderful 2 weeks there for the last session, and it definitely feels like a family. She made some great new friends and reconnected with older friends she has had for years through the Beekman Day Camp. Thanks. Thank you all. Have a great fall. Another one of our parents wrote, my daughter Emma Bowron loves camp. We tried other camps, but this one was her favorite. I liked how the camp counselors got to know her and seemed sad to see her leave on her last day. She liked going to the art projects and, of course, the swimming. We will definitely be returning next summer. So we had, like I said, we had a great summer. The staff worked together to plan camp activities that led from one session to another. The scientists devised a machine to bring back the dinosaur. Campers love the dinosaur so much that one camper actually dressed up as a dinosaur for one of the sessions. We are looking into adding early drop-off next year at 8:30, which some parents requested, and we already have staff that are going to be there during the day, so it wouldn't be an additional expense. Our waterfront Had 340 members representing 78 families in Beekman. We had a lot of new families that we hadn't seen in prior summers, so that's great because a lot of our families are currently aging out. 29 participants in swim lessons, which we run free for lessons level 1 and a small fee for level 2 and 3. We had 14 swim team participants run by 2 of our staff who have also were members of the swim team in years past. We hosted 1 event in Beekman and participated in 2 away events. We had some early closings due to weather. We tried a weekend special rate for guests and residents this year. We hope to try it again next year at the beginning of the summer and get more people coming on the weekends. Our weekends are very slow. It wasn't hugely successful this year, but again, like I said, we're gonna try it again earlier in the summer to hope that we can get more people to come in. Our summer concert series is just about wrapping up. We had planned 8 concerts for the summer. A few of them were rained out and postponed or rescheduled. We have had, this Friday will be our 7th concert, which was postponed from earlier in the summer. It is called, the band we have is The Click. It will be at Town Center Park this Friday night from 5 to 7 p.m. It's free to residents. It's a great night. We just had one this past Sunday. The weather was phenomenal. Bring a chair, bring your friends, bring your dancing shoes. It's a lot of fun. Our senior center is always running Mondays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have a great group of residents that come on a weekly basis. We had an annual senior barbecue. We had 73 participants. We made hamburgers and hot dogs for them and some desserts and music, and we had a great time. Our senior picnic is September 26th. We have 100 participants. We did some trips this year. They went to see South Pacific at the Goodspeed Opera House, and we have our next trip is Oktoberfest, which is October 3rd, which was sold out in probably 4 hours. And our last trip of the season will be Christmas at Huntington Hills, which hasn't been issued yet. We are looking into keeping up with the town ADA plan. We are looking into replacing the small toddler playground at Town Center Park. This is a rendition of what we came up with. It is ADA accessible and inclusive design. We would be removing the current playground that's there. It is a smaller playground for ages 3 to 5, and we would double the size of the current footprint of the playground. There's plenty of room there. I don't know if anybody knows which playground I'm speaking of. It's the one when you first go into Town Center Park. There's a lot of grassy area before the track that we can fit a larger playground there, which would be, like I said, ADA accessible. We're hoping to have it installed soon if we get approval. Starting with our fall festival in October, which is October 19th, we will be accepting gently used medical equipment, canes, walkers, wheelchairs, commodes, etc., to lend to our veterans who may be in need. Donations can be dropped off at the rec office Monday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Veterans can contact the office at 845-227-5783 if they need medical assistance. Medical equipment, sorry. All veterans in need of medical equipment. If anyone has anything they would like to donate, please let me know. As mentioned, Saturday, October 19th, from 1 to 4 is our Fall Festival Community Day. It's a great opportunity for community service hours for high school kids or any adults that would like to volunteer and help out. Please reach out to me. We will have crafts, games, and a pumpkin patch. We will have music in the park featuring Way Behind the Sun, which is a local country band here in Beekman. They're from Beekman. We did have them scheduled for earlier in the summer, but we got rained out, unfortunately. The volunteer commitment we asked for the Fall Festival is a 2-hour commitment. You can volunteer for the entire day, but we do ask for at least a 2-hour commitment. We would need volunteers from noon to 4:30. We're going to be collecting coats for veterans. We will be collecting gently used men's and women's coats and jackets starting October 1st. Drop-off will be at the Beekman Rec office Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Last year, we collected over 20 garbage bags of coats for our veterans, for local veterans. They were given out. So clean out your closets. They can also be zip-up jackets. They don't have to be heavy coats. They can be regular zip-up jackets, windbreakers, anything that's going to keep somebody warm for a cold night. The service memorial at Remembrance Park has been completed. I hope everybody sees it. If you haven't seen it yet, please, if you see it, stop by on the way out. It's beautiful. We did a really good job. It was a long project that we finally got completed this past week, and we will be dedicating it in early November. We will have a date that is good for everyone, and as soon as we have that, we will be passing that on. A few things that I didn't get in the slides, and I apologize. We are having the Beekman Bazaar with Santa Claus this year. It's going to be on Saturday, December 7th. It's going to be from 4 to 7 at the Beekman Community Center. We'll have local craft vendors. You can view our park decorations and visit with Santa Claus. And last but not least, tomorrow is 9/11. And we will be having our remembrance ceremony. It is tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Remembrance Park. Please join us. Thank you all for your time. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Moving on to the next item on our agenda, the supervisor's comments regarding the answering of questions from earlier meetings this year. The answering of those questions will be done at one of the September meetings this month.
One left, right?
Two. We have two. We have two more.
There's 2 more meetings in September?
There's
just one more right here.
There's one more, and then there's a special meeting. Yeah. Yeah, the September 30th, and then there's another one. At this time, we welcome public comments on the agenda items and resolutions.
Is there anybody else signed up?
These happen at the end.
Those are at the end.
Yep, so nobody's.
Okay.
None?
Okay, none. On to the resolutions.
Whereas the highway superintendent has determined that Hard Road is in need of a guardrail for safety reasons and has requested an additional $10,000 to be taken from the New York State ships balance to cover this additional cost, and it has modified this 284 as follows. An agreement between the superintendent of town highways of the town of Beekman, Dutchess County, New York, and the other undersigned members of the town board. Pursuant to provisions of Section 284 of Highway Law, we agree that monies levied and collected in the town for the repair and improvement of highways and received from the state for state aid for repair and improvement of highways shall be expended as follows. 1. General repairs. The sum of $440,000 shall be set aside to be expended for primary work and general repairs upon 135.92 lane miles of town highways, including sluices, culverts, and bridges having a span of less than 5 feet, and boardwalks or renewals thereof. 2. Permanent improvements. The following sums totaling $190,632.76 shall be set aside to be expended for the permanent improvement of town highways as listed below. A. On a road commencing on Old Route 55 at the intersection of New York State Route 55 and leading up Old Route 55 to a point west of Route 292, a distance of 1.18 miles, there shall be expended not over the sum of $168,512.76. B. On a road commencing on Old Route 55 at the intersection of Bard Road and leading to the end of the railroad tracks, a distance of 0.98 miles, there shall be expended not over the sum of $22,120.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Lemak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
And resolution passes.
Whereas due to budget process deadlines, the town board deems it necessary to reschedule the town board meetings through November 2024. Now therefore be it resolved that the following schedule be observed through the end of November. Tuesday, September 24th, 2024, regular town board meeting, 6 p.m. Monday, September 30th, 2024, special town board meeting, 5 p.m. Tuesday, October 8th, 2024, regular town board meeting, 6 p.m. Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024, regular town board meeting, 6 p.m. Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, regular town board meeting, 6 p.m. And Thursday, November 19th, 2024, regular town board meeting, 6 p.m. And be it further resolved, all meetings will take place at Beekman Town Hall, 4 Main Street at 6 p.m., the exception being the September 30th, 2024, special town board meeting to be held at 5 p.m.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the Town of Beekman Accounting Office recommends certain budget revisions based on department requests, and or the Accounting Office review and analysis of expenditures or revenues, now therefore be it resolved that the following itemized revisions are approved by the Town of Beekman Town Board for 2024, identified as the budget revision number 2024-08 as follows.
I'll second that.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
And Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the 2024 budget included funding for entertainment for the annual Fall Festival scheduled for October 19th, 2024 from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., now therefore be it resolved that the following expenditures for the Fall Into Fun Community Day Festival are hereby authorized. Just for fun for the following games, delivery and setup: Anti-Gravity, $95, Pizza Toss, $75, Snatch It, $245, Turtle Rescue, $75, Band, Way Beyond the Sun, $700, Pumpkins from Dykeman Farms, $250.
I'll second.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
And Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Resolution number 6. Whereas the Beekman Town Court is in need of added security devices as outlined in the Court Security Audit Report, and whereas the Beekman Town Court is applying for Justice Court Assistance Program grant, and whereas the Town Board of the Town of Beekman supports the efforts of the Beekman Town Court, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of the Town of Beekman authorizes the Beekman Town Court to apply for a GCAP grant in the 2024-25 grant cycle up to $30,000.
I'll second.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 7, whereas the town would like to offer a fall cleanup day for residents of Beekman on October the 26th, 2024. And whereas the town does not have its own transfer station, and whereas the town board would like to advertise a request for proposals for fall cleanup for residents. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the town clerk to advertise a request for proposal for fall cleanup, and be it further resolved that the request for proposals will be advertised in the Poughkeepsie Journal, on the town clerk's bulletin board, and posted on the homepage of the Town of Beekman website. And be it further resolved that the date for fall cleanup be set for October 26, 2024, from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I'll second.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the Town of Beekman is a party to contract with Navista Design General Contractors, LLC, the contractor for the project known as roof replacement for highway garage buildings number 1 and number 2, and whereas the contractor has submitted an application and certification for payment request number 3, final payment dated September 5th, 2024, requesting payment in the amount of $33,000 $466.30, including retainage for the total of $33,466.30. And whereas the contractor has requested full or partial payment of the items on the continuation sheet that is attached to the payment request application covering the period through July 10th, 2024, and whereas the architect has reviewed the request and agrees with the quantity of work completed per the continuation sheet of application number 3, and has noted that this includes the retainage and payment for the additional plywood used. The additional work was charged towards the contingency balance and has recommended the town board make payment as requested. Now therefore be resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the supervisor of the town of Beekman to make payment to Navista Design General Contractors LLC as requested in application and certification for payment number 3 in the amount not to exceed $33,466.30, subject to the receipt of proper line releases from all subcontractors and the general contractor to date. The project has an unused balance of $13,320 from the contingency allowance.
I will second it.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Bellini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the bookkeeper has audited and approved claims pursuant to Section 119 of Town Law as set forth in the attached abstracts, be it resolved that the payment therefore is hereby authorized as follows. Claims to be paid from the A General Fund, $90,307.33. Claims to be paid from the DA Highway Fund, $249.90. Claims to be paid from the SS Dover Ridge Sewer, $5,277.98. Claims to be paid from the SW Dover Ridge Water, $2,588.51. Claims to be paid from the T Trust Fund, $4,371.30. Claims to be paid from the H Capital Fund, $34,132.30, for a total of $136,927.32. Payroll number 18 paid on 8/29/2024, General Fund, $63,774.45. Highway Fund, $22,660.81, for a total of $86,435.26.
I'll second.
Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Capillari?
Aye.
Councilman Bellini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Okay. Any other town board business or items?
So I have two things actually. So I did receive some written comments from residents because, she did say at the last meeting that it would be September 10th. So what do we do with those written comments that were received now?
I don't think it was stated the 10th. I think it was stated that it would be in September, at a meeting in September.
I'm pretty sure she said September 10th.
That was on your website. Correct.
So that's why, so I don't know what to do with those. Can you?
We'll hold,
Take to receive them, and
Yeah.
they'll be answered in the courts. It's not a contractual arrangement, the board passed a resolution today changing the meetings do change.
So do we do
This
them
is
for the next
Yeah,
meeting?
just
Save them?
accept them, they've been appropriately submitted, they should be accepted and considered
Okay.
in due course.
Perfect. All right, perfect.
A lot of times, it remains public that this is not going to take place tonight.
That's part of the problem, is this lack of transparency here. And there's also a point of order. It's my understanding that when a supervisor is not in charge of a meeting, you can't facilitate a meeting and she's absent, that the deputy supervisor is the one who needs to facilitate this meeting. If I'm incorrect, though, please advise me as to where I can find that particular law. I'd like to research it again.
What is it, Robert's rules? Is it not the book Robert's rules?
But you've got your attorney sitting there, I'm sure he can answer that question. It's a very simple question.
The point of order is I don't respond to questions until directed by the board, and then I'll respond.
Well, you might want to direct him to respond.
Yeah.
No, It's a traditional that the deputy supervisor will preside. It's not a legal obligation for the deputy supervisor to preside. Deputy supervisor can open a meeting and can delegate different aspects of the meeting to other members of the board in the absence of the supervisor. There's no substantive difference in terms of the board's business being enacted today. It was enacted in public. Public comment was afforded the opportunity of public comment, and the clerk called the roll as would be traditionally done. There was a quorum of the board present, and so the actions are lawful.
Well, you know, it is public knowledge that
There's no back and forth here. Just go on to this.
I'm sure the superintendent knows that. I made an effort to just about kill myself to get here, thinking that this meeting was going to be what was presented in the past. Now, she, for some reason, was unable to make it. I understand that. But, you know, if a lot of us in this town know about this Facebook page, you all are not involved in it, and I want to know why.
I was actually told directly by Mr. Lemack on the Facebook page that there was quote, direct quote, stuff available.
Correct.
Is that stuff available for us tonight?
Yeah, well, we're going to open the public comment in just a moment, and feel free to come on up and address anything that you'd like to address to the board during the public comment. The backing and forthing is a little bit out of order. One additional item I would like to add to the town board business and general board comments is that a representative from Sheriff Kirkenbrodi's office will be here on September the 24th to address some of the recent happenings and concerns that have been expressed to the town. So I don't know if it's going to be Sheriff Imbrodi himself or somebody from his office. So I will, want to add that to the record. At this time, certainly we'd like to open the town board public comments. The first person on the list, Joanne.
No comments, since there was no question being asked to be asked.
Okay. Second person on the list, Kate Blake.
Let me preface this by saying I really appreciated the rec department presentation. That made the trip down here worth it tonight. That said, good evening. My name's Kate Blake of 231 Clap Hill Road. The board called the residents to the July meeting 2 months ago with the intention of providing information regarding their proposal for a Department of Public Works headed by appointed rather than elected staff. At that July meeting, no concrete information was provided as advertised, despite many dozens of residents clearing their schedules and attending. There was no SWOT analysis. There were no budget figures, nothing quantitative whatsoever with which to evaluate our decision. When asked at that meeting, when the fiscal and managerial analysis that the board indicated they performed, when that would be available, we were told in July, quote, a couple days, and quote, after the new website comes out. Well, a couple of days has now turned into a couple of months, and the promise made by the board that we'd have this information in plenty of time has evaporated. So I stand here before you once again to ask for the fiscal and managerial analysis referenced in the June board meeting, which is critical to us as residents to be able to make informed decisions on important town topics. As elected officials, your duty is not just to make decisions, but to ensure that the community that you serve is informed, included, and confident that these decisions are based on careful and transparent analysis. The refusal to produce this analysis for a period of months, or worse, the possibility and strong implication that it does not exist, raises serious questions about the integrity of this process and the integrity of our board members and attorneys who sit here before us tonight. Thank you for your time. I hope to see this matter resolved with the transparency and accountability that we are owed. And I do have a FOIA request. Can I give that to you?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is your email on there?
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you.
Anybody else? The public comment is not a Q&A session. It's not a question and answer. You state your comment into the record and we address it at a later date. It's not a Q&A session.
I actually left several messages as well.
Thank you.
Over the last 6 weeks. Just want to make sure the video comes out.
Thank you. At this time, we are going to go into executive session. I move to go into executive session to discuss matters relating to page 45 of the town law manual, which is medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation, or relating to appointment, promotion, demotion, discipline, or removal. No action will be taken. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What time is it?
It is
6:33.
Thank you.
6:33. We will be in executive session for approximately 1 hour or longer. Yeah, Bill?
One of us did not expect to hear tonight about, that question and answer about the highway superintendent. Do you know when we can expect that session?
Is that the September 30th?
We have 2 more meetings this month, this special meeting on the 24th and the other one on the
It's
30th.
a regular on the 24th, special on the 30th.
I was told that we need to come down to the town hall to get this stuff, and I believe this is it.
Tuesday, September 24th is the regular town board meeting.
Lorraine, do you have those pamphlets on your counter? The ones that she handed out that day?
I don't have anything.
The second meeting? I'll talk to Mary and I'll make sure that whatever the pamphlets that she had to hand out that aren't on Lorraine's counter will be there for you.
Okay?
So who's going to take notes? Sharon?
No, we don't need, no, I don't.
Session.
No, but she usually has,
No.
you don't have to tell me when you come back?
What's that?
Yeah.
They don't have to tell me when they
Well,
come?
Yeah.
they've stated publicly no action